The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, 53!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
On first down, Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Brady, Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the
Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Wait, 380!
Watching the drive. All day. All day.
To throw again, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Finding some room at midfield. Powering his way forward. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 35 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Watch out.
They're going to give it to Gordon. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Match by 4. Let's go, defense.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
It's our time. It's our time.
Back and reload.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A good pickup there at 22. Now the Vikings will... use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, it's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018, he showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did, showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership, it's the toughness, it's the moxie that he exhibits, and his teammates just feed off of it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off.